I got like a whole slew of new shirts finally, so I can finally add some new like designs to my rotation. It's a taco on a bridge chasing some nachos. I mean, what's up guys? Welcome back to Just JP. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to Yes with the song Siberian Khatru. I hope that's how you pronounce it. This is the third song off their album Close to the Edge, released in 1972. And I just realized that because the album cover is green, I just feel like I should just keep it there. A lot of you guys have been mentioning that I should return to Yes, and I have always had every intention to, as really I do with every single other band that's recommended to me. I always try to get to them. It just takes me a while to kind of recircle and revisit them. Interestingly, I did not ever notice looking at this album that there's only 3 songs on it. It's just Close to the Edge on side 1, A. And then on the second side, it's just And You and I, which I've heard, and then Siberian Khatru. Huh, maybe I should just finish the album. Let me know if you want me to finish the album. Like the video. Let's see how many likes we can get, and share this video. And maybe we'll use that as our next long song first listen. We'll see. It's up to you guys though. It's totally up to you guys. Also, besides that, if you guys can do me one favor in the comments down below, I just need one favor from you. I just want you to list, and in no specific order or ranking unless you want to, your top 3 bands or artists. Just put them down there. If you want to put the reasons, that's fine. I'm just curious as to what everyone's like top stuff is, because I'll kind of sometimes use that and kind of look through and see, oh, a lot of people are saying Rush. Okay, let's do a few more Rush songs. Oh, people are saying Moody Blues. Let's do a little bit more of them. I'm never going to be able to make everyone happy in every song that I choose, and make myself happy in every song that I choose, but I want to do what's best for you guys. I want to do what's best for me. I want to make this as entertaining and interesting to you guys, but I know that not everyone is going to be interested in every single artist and band that I choose. Anyways, you guys can join me if you want to, only if you want to. There's no pressure on Twitter. You can absolutely join me in the comments down below. Even though as the channel gets bigger, it is slowly becoming much harder to keep up with them. Like, I'm genuinely trying, but I can't sit there in front of my phone and computer all day, you know. But I try. Anyways, let's get straight into it. This is Yes with Siberian Khatru. You know, I haven't listened to a lot of Yes. I've only listened to a few songs from them. I'm not entirely familiar with them, their songs, their discography. I've liked some of their music. I haven't liked some of their music. But I have to say that between Bill Bruford on the drums and Chris Squire on the bass, they have, in Yes, at least just in those two areas, bass and drums, two of the best instrumentalists in their respective fields that I've personally ever heard. Bill Bruford continues to absolutely just astound me with his drumming. I love his drumming so much. Besides everything he's doing throughout the whole song, which I'll have to break down a little bit, but even the break with the snare and the build up there, awesome. And then Squire on the bass. I'm continually impressed just like with his playing and the way that he plays. He always sounds so good. I love the way that the bass is brought up in the music. I don't know if this is a remaster or the original. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really care that much. Squire just comes out and takes over the song. Like, especially in the ending when he just like, like, I love the ending of it. Oh, I'm looking at wrong song. I mean, everyone's going off, especially on the end, but I just see he's just going crazy there. Now, this is not a knock to Steve Howe or Wakeman on the keyboards and the guitar, because they're doing the exact same thing. They're also bringing the heat, especially at the end of the song. I'm sorry, the climax was probably my favorite part of the song. I just felt like they were all at 110% there, and that's where I like really enjoyed the song. Really, it was from the halfway point forward that I really enjoyed the song. And then the first half, I liked it, but it wasn't like necessarily doing anything for me. But getting back to like the first half, the main groove of the song and the verses, I may be absolutely wrong here. So please clear it up if I am totally just stupid or saying the wrong thing. This song, especially the main rhythm, sounds very soul and almost funk inspired. Is that just me, or? I mean, obviously it's the bass and drum. But even the singing sounds very soulful. If I go back a little bit, the guitar tone sounds very soul. But listen to the guitar. I actually really like the way that this song opens. I really like the way that this song opens and then the way it ends. Everything in between I'm still a little bit mixed on, but without a doubt, I come away from this song and pretty much every Yes song that I've heard so far that they are just top of the game instrumentalists and musicians. I really like the snare drum he's using. I want to see what kind of snare he's using. It has a nice pop to it. Like, this is just funk. Right? Come on. One transition I really love is right here. I love this part. This is good. Yeah. The way that the backing vocals come in on that section and they both harmonize on the ending of that line and then they get into that next groove here. All this is, by the way, before 3 minutes into the song. This song is jam-packed with a lot going on. At one point I looked over, I was like, there's been a lot happening, where am I? And it was at like 4 minutes. I'm like, where did the time go on this one? Because they're packing so much into this. Then this even, oh, that's awesome. I love how, oh man, I love how Squire and Wakeman are just going back and forth and building each other up with that part. And it's a small section with that particular moment. But I love that. That is so awesome. The whatever tone he chooses on, it's the Hammond organ, I guess. Mellotron. I see all his equipment here. I'm not quite sure what the sound exactly of that one was. Might have been the harpsichord, actually. But I love that. That was such an awesome build-up. It's like it's like a classical moment. And then the way that Squire is building up behind him, that's awesome. Oh, yeah. That part is, okay. Maybe besides the ending and the beginning of the song, but that part is, that's 10 out of 10. That's a perfect section right there. And getting into the solo here, It's beautiful. You know, okay. So far from Yes, South Side of the Sky has been my favorite one. This could take second. I'm not 100% sure yet. This could take second. When I said that I was mixed in the middle part of it, I think I just need a second listen because as I'm going back through, I'm like enjoying it more than I initially did. Yeah. And then the bass and drum is just pulsing. Bum 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 bum. I like that. I love that groove. And they let the guitar just go off and do its thing. This is okay. I take back my initial points because I'm finding that I'm going against and contradicting what I had said before. The whole song is actually really good. It's a good song. For me, now that I've kind of gone back to this song almost a second time, this will probably be edited, but I've pretty much listened to it twice now. It's actually really good. I think the only thing that I don't particularly... I think the only thing that I don't love, that I don't like, but the only thing I don't love about this song, because I might even love a lot of the song itself. I love all the instruments, yes. I'm not totally sold on Anderson singing. It's not that he's a bad singer. It's not that I don't like his voice. It's just, if this song was instrumental and I listened to it for the first time, I would say, wow, that's awesome. I really liked it. Cool. If you added John in there and then played the song for me and I listened to it, I would say, wow, that's awesome. It's really cool. In other words, he doesn't change my thoughts on the song, which I kind of feel like he should as another musician or instrument and voice in the music. He should add something. Now, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's a bad singer or anything like that. And I don't think that this is a weak performance. And I do think he does add a nice harmony, especially with those backing vocals in that particular section I brought up before. I do like that part. I wish there were more parts like that because I feel like overall his singing could be taken out and I could just listen to this instrumentally and really enjoy it. Whereas with him in there, besides a few sections that I really do like with his singing and the harmonies, he's kind of, he wouldn't be missed for me if he was not in this particular song. That sounds a lot harsher than what I mean it to be, but I gotta be honest, you know? And I'm reading a interview on Yes World when John Anderson was actually talking about this album, Close to the Edge. And on talking about this song, I'm reading a little bit of it. He says the verses have a different rhythmic feel. We had a lot of influences and elements going on. Before Yes, I was in a band in the 60s, and we did all the R&B songs that were on the charts. I loved singing those songs, but I didn't want to write about the same thing subject-wise. Like I was saying with like the soul/funk aspect of the song, not only musically, but even vocally, I can definitely hear his influence from that seeping into this particular song. Or there's two lines in this interview that I really do like that I just want to read really quick. This is John still talking. And he says, Steve's guitar playing is brilliant. I've always been amazed at his talent. Even on the last tour I did with him, I'd come off stage and say to him, how do you do that? But the thing about his playing here is that he's always aware of the structure. He is not just playing to play. And I like that a lot because it's in this song really that I think I've been sold on the guitar, on him playing, because it's so good here. Like here, I don't know, it's just here that it's really caught my attention, and maybe here that really all the instruments have really caught my attention now that I kind of go back and think about it. But yeah, his guitar playing is absolutely precise. It sounds sometimes like he's jamming, but you can tell that he's always aware of where the song is, where the melody is, where he needs to be, but he's having so much fun. And then he says that the song builds and builds and builds. You're taking the audience on an epic adventure. That's absolutely true. This is a great adventure from the nice introduction, really nice introduction, into the verses that kind of get you, okay, you're kind of acclimated to kind of what's going on. And then the break where they just let loose and they just get on with it. John says that Khatru means as you wish in the Yemeni dialect of Arabic. He says when they were working on the song that they just kept on, he kept singing that word over and over, even though he didn't really know what it meant. And he asked someone, they looked it up, they told him, and he said, well, it works for the song, so let's use that. And I think that kind of goes with the idea that you guys have been sharing with me about Yes and their lyrics, that they really just choose things that sound good tonally for the song. They don't really think too much about the actual lyrical message of it. And I always say, but if I'm wrong, let me know. I don't want to, ignore them if they do have a message specifically in their music. It's just what I've been told. Anyways, I would definitely listen to the song. I enjoyed it. I'm going to listen to it again. Who knows? Depending on what you guys think and depending on how many likes this video gets and comments and stuff like that, maybe I'll do the next song as my next epic song to do on the channel. Besides Supper's Ready, which you guys liked a lot apparently. So thank you for that, by the way. I don't know if I said thank you, but thank you for all the views and comments on that one. Still working my way through those comments, by the way. Anyways, let me know what you thought of the song. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. I hope you guys have a great night. I will see you later. Bye.